it's Anna here, and today I would like to show you two simple cards made with chippies from Mintay Papers. Chippies are laser cut shapes with chipboard, light white chipboard. It's usually 1 millimeter thick, sometimes thicker. It depends on the cardboard they use to cut. And in Mintai, they come in those 12 by 12 sheets. You can get some decors, like a big 12 by 12 decors or sets. Like in this case, I have nine Christmas wreaths, and they are four are the same and five are the same. So two patterns are here, and you can use them just like they are. You can also color them, and this is one of the ways you can do so. So I wanted to show you this in the video. I picked some alcohol markers. A few of those are old Copics. Few of those are from Alteneu. I just had some random sets and I picked colors that might work with the Christmas theme, which is like a dark greens and reds, plus one brown color for the twigs if they are showing in the design. So this is the one with little red berries and the empty inside, and I just simply color it starting with the darkest color without any specific blending. It took me like, I don't know, 5 minutes to color each without speeding, of course. It was very simple and easy task to do so. If you don't have, like, coloring skills, don't worry, you really don't need any special skills. So I just started with the darkest color in the middle of the leaf, lighter color like a little bit further, and the lightest color to blend everything around. Just be careful to stay in the shapes. And the next step was to color berries, and I colored them all lighter red, and I took darker red to just make a little dots on them. And then I took a brown, just single color to fill up the spaces where the kind of a branch was showing, and that's it. You can see how quick and easy it was to color, and of course you can do it on all nine of those, and you will get nine elements to use on your cards or layouts or whatever you would like to use. And as you can see, the chipboard is still connected to the paper with those little paper bridges. So when they cut it, they do not cut it to the very last spot. They usually leave few uncutted bridges, and you need to cut them out using any sort of blade. Like in my case, I'm just using this simple retracting knife to cut them out, and voila, the first one is colored. And I will be also coloring the second pattern with the Merry Christmas words inside. This will be exactly the same kind of a process, just coloring with the same colors. Leaves have a little different shape, but it's like exactly the same process. So I'm starting with the leaves. Just be careful not to color over the Merry Christmas word, because if you will cover it with the dark green, you won't be able to uncover it and cover it with red color. So just keep in mind where is the Merry Christmas word on your design. You can of course start and color it first, and then you will have like an easier job to avoiding those areas with the greens. It's all up to you. I don't know. I haven't thought about coloring the words first. I just try to avoid it. And in this design, there are also few pine cones, and those will be colored with the brown color. If you have this kind of design and some of the elements or the pine cones are kind of empty, so there are see-through elements, you can use a little pieces of brown paper to back them up, especially with the bigger designs on the chippies. You can do so. You can fill those spaces with corresponding cardstock. In this case, I just didn't bother me at all, and I colored it just like it. So the pine cones are done, and now I'm going through Merry Christmas word. And I colored three of those, and I turned two into cards, and I still have the third one. Of course, you can use different medium. You don't have to use alcohol markers. You can try with soft crayons. They cannot be too hard because you cannot color too hard. Otherwise, you will kind of make tracks into the chipboard. It's quite soft, but very soft crayons, maybe some. I haven't tried those with acrylic paints, but they will work too. You just have to be more precise with your brush strokes. And maybe you are wondering what I'm doing right now. So I'm just adding some glossy element on top of the berries, and I will do exactly the same with Merry Christmas word just to highlight those. You know, gray berries are usually glossy. For those, I'm using clear pop of color, but you can of course use, which probably would work even better, glossy accents medium. It comes in a bottle, so it's easy to apply it on the smaller spots. And I will be working with White Christmas collection. It's this year collection from Mintay Papers, winter slash Christmas collection. And it comes with a 6 by 8 add-on book where you can find extra pattern papers that match this collection and some elements for fussy cutting. And I think I chose those patterns from this 6 by 8 add-on book. I really don't remember. And I'm also using this Santa hat cut it out from Christmas book, which is like a separate product. Mintai has this series of books with elements for fussy cutting. It has 6 different pages with variety of designs, and they repeat 4 times, so you get like 24 pages of elements for fussy cutting. So if you are a fan of fussy cutting or you would like to save your money, because with this price point you get so many elements, those books are just perfect, and there are so many of them. So we have flora books with all variety of flowers in different colors, shapes, flowers wreath, flowers bouquets, not buckets, bouquets. We also have like a man book, a winged book with all the insect and birds and wingy stuff. We have autumn book. We have, I'm just trying to quickly think, window book, door book, travel book, a junk book with all sort of like junkyard stuff. We have shabby book with shabby chic elements. We have tag book, frame book. I'm thinking cute book with all the cute illustrations, perfect for the baby, no, for the kids projects. We have wedding book, baby book, pet book, and probably a few more that I don't recall right now. And there are also books sorry for that, with plain patterns, so they are called basic books, and I think there are 12 of them also, so with the patterns only. And the books correspond with collections but can be used as a standalone product. And going back to the card, I'm decorating it with first the Santa hat from Christmas book, but also elements from die cut pack from White Christmas collection, so you don't have to fussy cut if you don't want to. I am sorry for the ray of light hitting my desk. When I scrapbook, I do not notice it. uh, it doesn't bother me, but on camera it really looks contrasting. So I cover the blinds and I am back. And the first card is almost ready, but I need to add some inscription as the Chippies didn't have any. And I'm using this Mintay Basics sentiments sheet. They comes in a variety of topics, and this one is in a Christmas theme. So we have all sorts of Christmas words, phrases, perfect for cards, but also for albums. You just need to cut it out into the smaller strips. And for this one, I also kind of dusted with a brown vintage ink. I think it was. I'm thinking maybe antique linen color from this Distress ink set. And I glue it down to the card and added some red dots made with pops of color. It's like a liquid pearls. And we are moving on to the second card. I have my base ready. and glued down. I added the chippy, and in this case I have this Merry Christmas word that I do not want to hide behind any embellishment, so I need to be careful. It's also covered with glossy accent, so it's highlighted more than the leaves around it. And I'm building the composition using bits and pieces from ephemera pack, die-cast pack from White Christmas collection. So I will be adding this deer. I will also add, I think, squirrel, some bird, poinsettia flower. So I'm just building similar type of composition that I did with the previous card. I'm just not adding any twine, and I'm just, you know, doing it in the other direction. So from left upper bottom to the right lower bottom and corner. So this is just me doing the same but different. So I'm embellishing everything. For some of the elements, I added craft foam, well, sticky foam squares to add more dimension. And after I'm happy with the composition, I'm just adding those little red dots. I'm using those liquid pearls. Those are pops of color from scrapbook.com, but I will link them in the description, of course. But you can use others like Nouveau drops or something like that, whatever you have on hand. Um, I just like them to kind of finish the project. They give this fun accent and the card looks more busy. I would say I did exactly the same with the previous card, but I don't know, I forgot to record it. And this was a boo-boo. Trying to fix it by removing the dot and trying to add it again. Of course, if you don't have to, maybe you have enamel dots and they will work exactly the same. So this is it. The cards is done, and here is the close-up for the two cards I created. As you can see, coloring looks really nice, and you don't really need to pay any attention to details while coloring. It's not a rocket science here, and that's it. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. Check the description box for all the links of the products I used. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel to never miss any new video. And here are also some other videos you may like. So thank you so much and see you soon on some other video.